Oh my goodness, I am so cold. Oh, hey everyone. Oh, I got stuck in the rain before and now I can't get warm. So I've put loads of layers on and yeah, let's zoom you in. Okay, yeah. So I've got loads of layers on and I've put I'm wrapping my dressing gown around me as well to keep extra warm. So I've just had a cold. So yeah, I don't want another one of them. So many people have got it in the minute. It's like the most I've ever known it. So anyway, I have this insert with the Tomo River paper in, but there aren't actually that many. Well, there doesn't seem to be that many pages in here, but there's probably more than I actually think. So what I'm going to use this insert for, because I do have more paper to make another insert, is I'm going to use this for a brand new swatch book to test out all my paints, watercolours and all that sort of thing, you know, pencils and all that. Probably mainly watercolours, if I'm honest. So anyway, this is, it's sort of a review. I guess it is a review, but I saw someone else buy, well, I've seen a lot of these about actually, to be honest, but I only saw one of the pastel colours and I saw a review and I absolutely fell in love with them. I was like, I've got to get those. So I ordered them. Well, my husband's on Wish, he's got a Wish account, so he ordered them for me. So I don't have an account. And they're cheap as chips. Really, really cheap watercolours. And I guess I can try and find the link and then pop it below for you. But it comes in this really cute case. If I zoom in just a little bit. So it comes in this really cute case. I'm not going to be using this brush right now. I'm going to be using one of my other brushes, but it is handy to have. And from the look of the colours as well, I thought this would be a really good portable set for me. And the fact that it comes in this cover as well to protect it, so all this isn't going to get soaking wet if it's raining, is a real good feature. So yeah, then you have the spongy bit to wipe your brush on, and then all the colours, including a little palette at the bottom, which is really cool. Just fold out like this. It's really clever, isn't it? Look, you've got that palette there, and then all the colours. So yeah, let me see which ones. So I'll go for, let's do bottom up. So I'm going to spray these with some water, and then I shall, yeah, moisten these first, and then I shall do the swatching on here. Ow! Right, okay, I'm ready. Oh, do you know what? The insulation, why can't I say the word insulation, is really good in here because it warms up. Hang on, it's like my foot, I'm just really conscious of getting it all over the, oh my goodness, what, such a klutz today. Wow, okay. Yeah, it warms up in here pretty quick with just body heat, which is good for now, but I'm wondering what it's going to be like in summer. I suppose once a fan, I could just put a fan in here, so. Right, here goes. Let's just give this a spray. Brush, let's see what I want to use. Just my normal 10 round is pretty good for, what do you call it? Pretty good for swatching. So, they're just numbered. It's a really cheap set, so you know, we're not expecting I'm not expecting much in the way of information and stuff, but I really, really want to know how this reacts on this Tomo River paper. That's a nice colour. I need to pour some of this water. This noise is going to get really, really annoying if I don't. Oh man, I've put water in the bottle, and I think what I'll do is, I've got this really nifty jug and I normally pour all the waste water in it. It's been really good for that, and then I'll just go and empty it outside. Yeah, let's use that. Okay, that's that's a really, really lovely colour. I'll zoom out just a tiny bit so you can see it all. Yeah, like that colour. Okay, so we're on the like the greens and the blues. Shall I just see how much? No, I'll do it like that. That's a really nice colour. There's oh crikey, that's a lot of water. The review that I saw on these watercolours, it was actually by, if you don't know her, I'll link again below, but her name is Irit. It's really funny because in the north, like people say all right, they say Orit, Orit. So funny, and it always reminds me, and I have to try and say Irit's name without thinking of that or trying to get it, because I just keep thinking I'm saying all right in like a northern accent. But Irit Landgraf, I think that's her surname, or how you pronounce it. I know that is her surname. Oh, look at that! I love these sort of like yellow greens, really nice. That's her. She reviewed these paints on that Cardi paper, you know, the cotton recycled, I think, cotton or something paper that you can get in India, but you can get it over here in good art shops and obviously online as well. And it looked beautiful. It looked really nice. So I'm going to link her video if you want to check out what these look like on that Cardi paper. It's like a really, I'm sure that's what she tested it on, but it's like a really thick, I've got some somewhere, I've got a book here made with that paper. I really need to sort myself out in this cabin because I'm losing everything all the time. I don't think I'm going to, actually for the sakes of this video, I'll test out this white. So you're not really going to see it. But yeah, that Cardi paper, it really makes these colours softer, if that makes sense. And I think you get like a feathered sort of effect from it. Yeah, it looks really, really nice. So I'll link her video so you can see what it looks like on that type of paper as well. But I wanted to test it on this paper, and I want to create this insert as a swatch booklet because I love working on this paper. I love using watercolours on this paper, so I do want to see how they look. Oh wow, look at that colour. Yeah, so I want to see how they turn out, how they look on this paper. So nice. And you can see it's like with this paper, the colours, this next colour, look at this next colour. You can see that these colours, or watercolour, sits on the paper almost, on top of the paper. So now some people might not like that. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted. These colours are absolutely, these are by far, I've got to say, my favourite colours. Some people don't like the fact that you've got this watercolour sitting on top of the paper like this, but it's a great way to mix colours together to see, because watercolour has a life of its own. If you watercolour on paper like normal watercolour paper, or especially that Cardi paper, it sort of drinks it up, it soaks it in straight away. So you're not really going to have, the colours won't mix straight away unless you use a lot of water. But on here, because the water sits on top of the paper for a little while, it does soak in. I mean, you can see on this first one, I'm not sure if you can see it on the video now, I can show you in a minute, but you can see it does eventually dry. But it sits there for a while, giving it a chance to, if you want to mix it with any other colours, giving them a chance to mix together. And create, you can get some really, really good effects, create some wonderful effects by doing that as well. So I like that. I mean, some people might not like that, so then this isn't the paper for you. But the whole reason why I like this paper is because you can allow the watercolours to interact, to sort of like come together, play and merge with each other. So you can kind of experiment with them. And I really love that. Look at these colours, they're so beautiful. Like I've been wanting some more natural colours because obviously I want to do some nature journaling as well. but that doesn't necessarily mean I have to use more natural colours. I guess I'm just a really huge fan of colour. I just love colours, and I'm not particularly, what do you call it? Hang on, let me just move these. I'm not, with colours, I love all colours, and I think what's happened is that for me, as I'm learning more and more about colour, about watercolours, about acrylics and all that sort of thing, colours are the big sort of key thing for me, and I think the more I go on, the more I learn about these colours, and I have found now, because you know when I said, I don't know if you've seen in another video where I took Irit's watercolour class. I'm just going to put that there like that. I took Irit's watercolour class, and it's, what do you put it, you can find your own colour palette. Now I would say I would definitely say this would be my colour palette for sure. This is my colour palette, all these sort of colours. But I am now branching out into different colours as well, and I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I think it depends on the seasons. I'm really sorry if I'm just like rambling on. If this is something that you're not into and you just want to see these colours, I would just suggest hitting the fast forward button. But yeah, when it comes to colours, for me, I found that maybe it's something to do with the seasons and going through the different seasons. But I've got some paint there. Yeah, I'm rambling, sorry. But with the different colours, like the more natural colours, so for instance then, say, if you've seen one of my previous videos, I reviewed KW Quartz Creations, yeah, Quartz Creations watercolours, and I ordered this dot card, and that's sort of, you know, in the colours that I would sort of normally use, but there is, where's the tin? But I actually ordered these more natural colours, and I really wanted to use watercolours made from crystals and rocks to incorporate, to sort of explore that area of natural colours. So yeah, so that's something that I'm really interested in. But then I really love all the candy colours as well, and all these sort of colours. And to say what is my colour palette, I don't know. I don't know if I actually have a colour. Oh, look at this. I say that and now look at this. I absolutely love these so much. But I don't know to say whether or not I have a colour palette. I just don't know. I'm going to dry these so that I can turn over and carry on swatching. But yeah, to say whether or not I have a colour palette, I don't know. I think now, where I am at the moment, I think that I'm just experimenting with all kinds of different colours. My heart leaps with these colours. If I had to take a set out with me, I would take this one with me at the moment, because with the Daniel Smith watercolours, I absolutely adore them. But they're heavily saturated, heavily pigmented, which means you only need to use a tiny bit. And a lot of these, if you use them and you put a little bit on your brush and the page is already wet, you'll see that they just sort of like boom, they explode onto the page, and I love that. And I love the fact that some of these are made from crystals and stones, and I'll include that in the collection of colours that are made from made from natural resources, sort of thing. But when it comes to using colours that really bring me joy and make my heart leap, sort of thing, it is these sort of colours. It's these shades and tones of colours. I just love them so much. Anyway, I'm just going to dry this page so I can move on to the next page. Right, so these are pretty much dry now, and let's see, I've only got a few left anyway, so I'll just swatch the rest on the other page. But yeah, it's I absolutely love these colours so much. Do you know, they've dried really well, and they're just feeling them, they're not chalky at all, so that's great for writing on top of. I like the effect, so like this has happened because it's like pooled, and obviously you saw me you may have seen me, I might have edited it out, but as I was drying it, I dabbed that little bit there with some tissue, and you can get these really great natural sort of effects here. like that, and I just love this colour so much. They just make me really happy. I like I guess would you call them the colours that I showed you before, more neutral colours. I do like those, but now after swatching these, and because I haven't swatched colours like this for such a long time, I'm reminded now, this has reminded me of how happy these colours make me feel, and how I'm going to be incorporating them into my art journaling. So, right, that's a tiny bit wet down there, so it really doesn't matter at all. So let's see, what one am I on? The last two in that one. So this one's purple. That's so nice. You can get some of these looking really opaque. And then I'll label these in a minute, once I've stopped recording. That is a beautiful colour. Oh, they make me so happy. I have forgotten how happy these colours make me feel, really have. Okay, so next one is like just a white, another white. But it's actually really good. Now, they're not meant to be the same because I can see where they're numbered. This is numbered as C01, and that other one that I tested out is actually F6, and it shows up as a grey on there, but it's not. Let's see. There is a slight, you can see there, different colour to that one, so it's not completely white. It looks metallic, almost. Do you know what? Is that metallic? Give me a sec. That looks metallic to me. I don't know, probably where it's still need, no, it's dry though. Is that metallic? I don't know. Could well be. Whoops. Oh, I didn't think about that, did I? I just got carried away. Right, doesn't matter. Right, so the next one is this one. So yeah, you can see what these look like on the on this Tomoe River paper. Tomoe River paper, but again, oh, that looks, yeah, sorry. They are such happy, lovely colours. These are definitely going to be great for journaling. And I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, they're really cheap. In fact, I would be tempted to buy myself another set because they're such beautiful colours. And the good thing about these are that, you know, the sets that you can get really cheaply, but they're chalky. So like these are creamy, but you know the chalky ones that you can get for like £10 in Hobbycraft? Very similar, I'd say, to these. When you use those, the colours are quite similar, but they may not be as pigmented as that, but they're gorgeous. They're really nice colours, love them so much. But they can be chalky, which means journaling over them, if you're going to write over them, it can clog up. You know, more than likely you're going to clog up your pen, so they're not good for that reason. Whereas these are drying so nicely. I'm going to get myself, I think, another one. Because it is so cheap, and I'm probably going to use a lot of this as well in my journaling. So we'll just wait and see. But yeah, they do have other colours available as well. I might go and take a look at those. I'll leave the link to where I got this one, if I can find it, below. And that is it really. So thank you so much for watching. If you do want to see these tested out onto on a different paper, I'll link Irit's channel or video, sorry, below, so you can have a look at that. But yeah, not really much else to say. Look, they're beautiful, so nice. I'm convinced that's like got a slight shimmer to it, I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for listening to me ramble on about colours and my personal colour scheme. But yeah, I think that the colours that really bring you joy and make you feel really happy, they're your sort of colour palette. That's what I meant to say, your colour palette. But that being said, always experiment with different colours as well. Don't be afraid to mix them up. I'm going to try and see what some of these turn out like once I've mixed them together and experiment with them. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care, bye.